Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Say, have you ever wanted to see Carrie Elways, Gary Oldman, Urkel, Gabriel Byrne, Pierce Brosnan, Balky from Perfect Strangers, Jane Seymour, that chick from Heroes, Don Rickles, and Eric Idle in a movie together? No, nobody wants to see that! But they did it in a piece of called Quest for Camelot. Back in the mid-90s when animation studios were trying to take down Disney by doing exactly what they did, Warner Brothers gave us Quest for Camelot. This cheap, uninventive knockoff of the Disney style is so bland and so impassionate that you'd swear the steel they're fighting with would make much better characters. And actually, some of them do, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a look at this medieval blast from the and see why I should have stayed in the Dark Ages. So we start off in prize schlock as we see our main hero who's a girl named Kaylee. Aww. She's the daughter of one of the Knights of the Round Table, played by Gabriel Byrne. What's the knight's name? Well, it doesn't really matter. They're having fun in this opening, which obviously means he's a goner.
I'm coming with you, Daddy!
Yes, when you're old enough, Kaylee.
One day, I will be a knight, like Father.
Well, you better work on growing that honey. It's the Dark Ages. It sucks for everybody. So the father joins the other knights as they venture towards their destination. They ride to Camelot!
When that's the round table, we
No. This is meant to be taken seriously. The real deal. There aren't any singing knights in this version.
Each of us will now divide in equal shares our countryside.
Alright, but if any of those knights are Richard Harris, get the out of here.
Liberty!
Justice! Trust!
Wind! Water! Heart!
Peace!
Honor!
Dragon Sword! Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Goodness! Strength! Valor!
Bobby!
An ant!
Now, I don't want to give anything away here, but one of these guys is going to be the villain. Can you guess who? Wow, you're dumb. Actually, it's this guy, and his name is Ruber. And wouldn't you know it, he's played by Gary Oldman, who played another obvious bad guy that everybody trusted as Dr. Smith in Lost in Space, which oddly enough came out the exact same year this movie did. Come on, Gary Oldman, you're a great actor. Why were you choosing these obvious villain roles at the time? I mean, there's just nothing subtle about them.
Did somebody question my subtle acting?
Oh, come on, Dr. Smith, you're about as subtle as a train wreck. On a boat.
Oh, come now. There are several differences between me and that Ruber fellow. For example, I want to seize power and control through a legion of spiders.
But that Ruber guy wants to seize power and control too.
But not with spiders.
Oh, for God's sake. You know what you need to do, Dr. Smith?
Does it involve spiders?
No, you need to be diabolical. Actually fool people into thinking you're a kind, gentle, caring person. You think you can do that?
I think the boat sort of sailed on that one.
Alright, well don't bother me anymore. I got a review to do.
Wait, there's one more important thing. It's imperative that you must know.
What? What?
Spiders. You're doomed. Doomed.
So Ruber goes mad with power and tries to take Arthur's sword and throne. The other knights stop him, but Kaylee's father is killed in the process. Big, blippin' surprise. They bury him at his home as Kaylee tries to adjust to not having a father anymore.
If you were with me now,
What, you squeeze that horse's mane, you get a song?
find myself, baby.
Cut to years later as Kaylee has grown up into Hi, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Fancy your image being shamefully ripped off here. I mean, my God, they're not even trying. It's Belle. It's Belle. Look, just change the outfits around a bit here and yeah, it's Belle. It's Belle. Okay, maybe I'm being too critical. I mean, maybe she just looks like her. It's not like they both run through the fields with their arms open, feed animals on a farm, or sing a song about wanting more out of life and being stuck in an environment that doesn't welcome her free spirit. Oh wait, yes I do! So while she still dreams about being a knight, King Arthur and his round table talk about how nothing horrible is going wrong just before something horrible goes wrong. A griffin comes and steals Excalibur, but suddenly loses it in a valley of thorns. What are those things? Are those monsters? Are those magic beings? What? Explain, movie! What? Nothing? Nothing at all? Okay, we'll just ignore the giant elephant in the room a while longer. He's creepy. So the knights send out the word about Excalibur's theft.
Excalibur, it's been stolen.
I should know, I speak horn. So Kaylee wants to be a great knight by finding Excalibur and returning it to Camelot.
That's a job for the knights, not for a young girl.
But I want to be a knight. Or go on grand adventures, fighting evil, rescuing damsels in distress.
Hello, hot character trait.
What is a damsel anyway?
Goodbye, hot character trait.
I want to save Camelot.
But before she can become the world's greatest knight, Rupert takes over their village. How? By doing the most diabolical thing he can possibly fathom. Singing.
I have a plan. It includes you. You, Giuliano, lead me to Camelot. Now watch me create my mechanical army with pride.
Okay, is he just making up this song as he goes? Seriously, I can't even catch the melody.
Now I'm back, and I will be staying this time.
Come on, whose lines had anyway hoedown some more rehearsed than this? And those were improvised!
With this potion,
Wait, Acme? What? The chicken, green, smoke, zapping, and now he's an axe? What? What? Hi, remember me? I'm the audience. You want to fill me in on what the going on? Okay, from what I can gather, I guess, Rupert has a magic juice that can combine living things with inanimate objects. So he uses it to meld his followers into half men, half weapon. But what's the story behind it? I heard something about some witches he bought it from. What, witches are working at the Acme Corporation? The Acme Corporation supports the Black Arts? How does this work? You want to elaborate a little bit? Explain, movie! Explain! Anyway, while that's going on, Kaylee escapes in probably the most improbable way possible. The guard just lets her go. Really? You couldn't come up with a better reason than that. How distracted are these guards? Now we got you! We're never gonna let you go in! I have hands! So the Griffin returns, as it turns out he's been working for Rupert all this time. But unfortunately, he informs him that he lost Excalibur.
Excalibur is the one thing that can keep me from my conquest of Camelot. No, that's the girl!
I took screaming lessons from the villain in Warriors of Virtue!
I pray you'll be mine and watch her where she goes.
Wait a minute, I know this song. This is The Prayer, that song that's been sung by like everybody, Celine Dion, Josh Groban, Charlotte Church. This is a really famous song. This is where it came from? You gotta be kidding me! No way could this story inspire a song that popular. They had to have written it before they even knew about the movie. But, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this scene and that song go perfectly together. Maybe you can't imagine one without the other. They just match up perfectly. I don't know. Let's take a look. Unbelievable! Not even close! I have never seen a song so poorly matched up. You got monsters with weapons for hands, a young woman fleeing in fear, a chasing into a creepy forest, and a chicken who's a axe! Are those really the images that come to your mind when you hear this song? If so, then you are I mean, this song simply doesn't go in an action scene. How would you like it if in Sin City they started playing this song over the really intense moments?
Lead us through a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
So she enters the Forbidden Forest where the henchmen are not far behind.
I'm still going to be the world's greatest knight. That's why I'm running away from danger that's closing in behind me. But I'm doing it very bravely.
But she's saved by a hermit named Garrett, played by Carrie Elways, a blind man who quite frankly makes Daredevil's moves look like a 5-year-old gymnast. So Kaylee tells Garrett about the stolen sword as they rush to retrieve it.
Right. We're going after it.
Great.
Not you. Me and Aiden. We work alone.
Yes, in medieval times, even a blind man has more credibility to go into danger than a woman does. It pays to have.
Well, I see no reason why I can't come along.
I know the sound.
Ah! Whose voice is that? Carrie Elways suddenly transformed into Clay Aiken.
Like every tree stands on its own. Reaching
Wait, how can the plants move? What? The leaves are flying? What is this? This is Camelot, not Fern Golly! How the are they able to do this?
reaching for the sky, I stand alone.
I'm sorry, this just really irritates me. Why do the plants move? You're not writing Lord of the Rings, you can't just make up your own theology. This one already exists. If you're gonna have plants move, you have to have a reason for it. Explain, movie! Explain!
I just need your help this once.
All right, all right.
But you just sung a friggin' song about why she can't come with you, and then all of a sudden she can? I really want to come with you. No.
Like every tree stands.
Please? Oh, alright. But the comedic axe chicken, God, I can't believe I just put those words together, tells Ruber about Kaylee's escape.
You! Report!
Well, the plot makes no sense, we have no originality, and the songs are gonna be more successful than the actual movie.
You wretched mythological moron!
Who knows where Excalibur is?
Oh, by the way, did I mention that the chicken is played by Jaleel White? Doesn't that make him just so much more likable?
But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
So just when you think the beaker of annoyance can't possibly be filled anymore, guess what else they toss our way? A double dragon. God, I wish. No, this is a funny two-headed dragon voiced by Eric Idle and Don Rickles. Together at last!
Camelot? The restaurants, the theaters?
The waitresses, the actresses.
Are they funny? No. But they do love to sing obnoxious songs that just pop the out of nowhere.
I'd be rocking with the dinos, swinging with the rhinos. I'd be dragging Isaac's cave.
Oh hey, this is like that thing Robin Williams did in Aladdin, with the comedic references to modern day elements that won't exist for hundreds of years, except when he did it, it was mildly annoying, and when you do it, it's torturously annoying. Yeah, where does Elvis fit into the Arthur legend exactly, huh?
Thank you. You never sung before, have you?
Come on, Garrett.
You don't need him, honey.
So, what? We're just gonna move forward like nothing happened? Those two dragons just sung a 3-minute song and you're not even going to acknowledge it? These songs have no purpose! They're like drive-by musicals! If you want to have singing, fine, but make sure they have a point! Or are, you know, entertaining!
How about holding your breath?
So Ruber catches up with our heroes and attacks them.
Get down!
But they all escape as Kaylee gets Garrett somewhere safe to mend his wounds.
I'm sorry.
Look at the sky.
Oh, shut up! Does everybody have to sing in this movie? Look at him. It actually looks like it's hurting as he sings. Why would you sing if you're in pain? Are you afraid a talent scout's gonna drop by on your deathbed?
I hear your heartbeat just go for love, and suddenly I know why love.
Wait. No, you can't get away with that movie. You need some explanation. How did a leaf evaporate into his skin and just magically cure him? No, that does not happen, movie. That just does not happen. Unless you, I don't know, explain! So after the healing touch of leaves, they make it to the cave where Excalibur is. And it turns out it's being held by A rock biter.
A rock biter?
A rock biter. For God's sakes, you're not even trying. First you rip off Belle, and now you gotta rip off the rock biter from Neverending Story. This is just painful. Rock biter, what were you thinking?
It looked like a good, strong script, didn't it?
The bad guys enter as well, but luckily our heroes get Excalibur before they can touch it.
The ogre's butt.
Did he just say the ogre's butt?
The ogre's butt.
Okay, that's not a sentence, that's a noun. That's not even a good noun. In fact, this is where Gary Oldman should have known this movie was going to suck, when he had to just say the line, the ogre's butt.
Gentlemen, I want to talk to you about this line.
Which is that?
The ogre's butt.
What about it?
Is that it? Simply the ogre's butt?
Yeah, it's an ogre's butt. What's wrong with an ogre's butt?
Oh, nothing. I have nothing against the ogre's butt. I'm sure the ogre's butt is lovely. However, there doesn't seem to be any reason for the ogre's butt. How about perhaps a verb or predicate clause like look out for the ogre's butt, or oh no, we are under the ogre's butt, or, if you'll permit me, woe is me and all others who are trapped under ogre's butt.
Yeah, ogre's butt is in plural.
Duly noted, but at least that one came with a conjunction. Grammatically speaking, I think that makes the ogre's butt much more palatable.
Look, just stick to the script.
But I ask you, how does it make any sense? I'm a Shakespearean-trained actor.
Hey, weren't you that spider in Lost in Space?
Ogre's butt it is.
Get to work, puppet.
So our heroes get out and finally make it home.
Camelot.
It's only a model. Shh.
Oh, Garrett.
But just as they're about to hand in the sword together...
You deliver it. I don't belong in that world.
What do you mean you don't belong? You're incredible! You see better than how most people can see! In fact, are you even blind?
Come on, Aiden.
Like every tree.
No! This makes no sense! You don't belong in a world with cozy houses, comfy beds, and guaranteed security, but you do belong in a world of killer plants, giant monsters, and dragons that can eat you. Hello, you're not hard of hearing, just listen to a good opportunity and take advantage of it! You moron! Well, of course, the bad guys catch up with Kaylee and steal the sword away from her. Ruber takes the potion out of his cleavage and forges Excalibur onto his arm. Thus, Kaylee is kidnapped and uses leverage for her mother to get the villains into Camelot. Oh, and in answer to your question earlier, honey, about what a damsel in distress is, it's a stupid female who knows how to take care of herself, but yet constantly has to be rescued. In other words, yo!
Not a word.
It's Lady Juliana! Lower the bridge at once!
Also let in the dark shadowy figure with the black hood, black horse, and black saddle. I'm sure he can be totally trusted. I'm still the world's greatest knight.
Blade Beak, at your service.
What? Wait a minute! When did the chicken turn into a good guy? There was no transformation scene, he didn't talk to anyone? There wasn't even a line of dialogue! Aren't you gonna fill us in, movie? Aren't you gonna let us know what's going on?
Just
Oh. Sorry. So Kaylee escapes, Ruber attacks, and Garrett changes his mind and comes back to help.
You've got to ask yourself, do I feel clucky? Well, do ya, punk?
Sorry, I'm going for two! Ah, that's it, I'm wrapping it up! They corner Ruber at the stone that Excalibur was pulled out of and trick him into slipping it back in. This causes some magical that blows him up and, get this, magically heals everybody. Why? How? I refer you to my first nuclear explosion. That's right, everyone is totally and permanently healed, except for the blind guy. Hey, what the? Get Was saving everything that could possibly be saved in this movie just not enough for you? Excalibur's a So Kaylee and Garrett are finally made knights. All the people rejoice and celebrate by inventing Riverdance.
Well done, Hayden.
I did absolutely nothing. I was a complete waste of animation.
On second thoughts, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
Right.
Yeah, I think Arthur summed it up there. Quest for Camelot. A medieval times restaurant has more dignity than this piece of The characters are rip-offs, the story has no connection to the Arthur legend, and, oh yeah, there's a bajillion things that are never explained. In fact, I want an answer. I want an answer right now. And not only do I want an answer, I want answered as the most innocent, perfect being that I can think of, Mary Poppins. That's right. Mary Poppins is going to be my representation of this movie. So tell me, Mary Poppins, how do you explain this that we just witnessed?
First of all, I would like to make one thing quite clear.
Huh?
I never explain anything.
The ogre's butt.